Hi there everybody, and welcome to the premiere episode of Movie Night TV Club. I'm Chad, and this is Pan. Tonight we're going to be talking about a delightful little number called Carrie, where a small-town teenager gets her monthly gift for the first time and goes batshit crazy on her entire school with her wicked awesome freak powers. Shall we?
The year's 2013. It's the future, just relax. Chad and the crew are here for you, so grab your remotes, don't forget the jetpacks. It took a couple tries till a few robots and a skinny guy figured it out. The secret of life is to watch cool stuff in the middle of the night. So we started a journey, ended up in the bedroom, living room of love. So sit back, are you ready? It's time for Movie Night TV Club.
Come on. Just let this happen. No! What's the big deal? I want this, you want this. I don't want this. Whatever. I'm going in. This is happening! This is real! See, Pam? If you just believe in yourself, dreams do come true. You're a monster. Now that that's done, on to our movie. Or, I guess I should say movies.
Well, I mean, it is called Movie Night TV Club, not correct plural grammar TV Club. So who cares?
That's the spirit. I mean, it's not like anybody's watching anyways. So for those who don't know, back in 1976, Stephen King's debut novel Carrie was turned into a feature film, and it kicked ass in the box office and went on to become a horror film classic. Flash forward to 2013, and the movie's been remade with a fresh modern-day take. The original starred Sissy Spacek, who actually ended up getting nominated for an Emmy for her awesome, if you ask us, perfect portrayal of Carrie. And the remake stars one of our favorite young actresses, Chloe Grace Moretz, who you may know from the ever-awesome comic book film Kick-Ass.
Can I talk? I mean, I love Kick-Ass.
Nobody wants to hear you talk about Kick-Ass. We're talking about Carrie right now.
Your mom's talking about Carrie right now.
Good one. Actually, my mom's probably asleep right now. It's like 9 p.m. and that's just what moms do at night. They're like vampires. Anyway, in this very special pilot episode of our show, we're going to be talking about both versions of the film. We're going to start it off with the original, and then for the finale, we'll bring in the remake. Okay? It's movie time.
It's movie time!
As mentioned, we're going to start this off with the original version of Carrie from 1976. This is a film about a lot of great things. Psychic powers, a crazy mother, a gym teacher who curses like a sailor and openly smacks the crap out of her smart-ass students if they really deserve it, pig's blood, death and hellfire, and the proof that high school has always been full of asshole students, even in the 70s. But at the front of it all, Carrie White is a special girl. Things are weird from the get-go, with light bulbs breaking whenever she's freaked out, and mirrors breaking whenever she's mad. This is Carrie. She's the most innocent, naive, misunderstood 16-year-old you will ever meet in a film. Sissy Spacek plays her, and no joke, every single time I watch this movie, I die a little bit more inside with just how perfectly she plays this character. It is absolutely phenomenal acting. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Aside from Carrie, there are a slew of great characters all paving the way for her shining moment at the prom. The main draw of those being her mother, Miss White. She loves God like Ross loves Rachel. It's one of the main reasons why Carrie's life ends up being a living hell. And here's Miss White now.
I'd like to visit. I'm here on the Lord's work, Mrs. Smith. Spreading the gospel of God's salvation through Christ's blood. I would be very interested in the children are wandering through the wilderness of sin these days, Mrs. Snell. My Sue is a good girl. These are godless times, Mrs. Snell. Well, I'll drink to that.
We'll all drink to that, Mrs. S.
Woo! Amen!
Amen. A few minutes in, we start to see just why Carrie is the way she is. Her mom locks her in a closet for sinning because she gets her period for the first time. If my mom locked me in a closet, I can only imagine what kind of awesome powers I might end up with according to books and movies. Carrie White and Harry Potter need to form some sort of club or secret society or something for weird kids with magic powers who get locked in cupboards. The simple fact that no one has made a spin-off of the two films and called it Carrie Potter is a downright travesty, if you ask me. Roll it. I always forget for some reason, but John Travolta is totally in this movie. Let's have a moment of silence for Johnny T and his swing-tastic hair. Feels good. Feels real good. And not to mention, he's totally perfected this form of drinking from a can.
He sips his beer like a real Danny Zuko.
You're the one that I want. We won't roll this scene because it may be offensive to some, despite the fact that it literally doesn't show anything at all. But in the scene, Billy Nolan's girlfriend is committing a sexual act upon him with her mouth. And somehow she keeps talking during it, saying his name over and over and over. I mean, how the hell is she saying his name?
Maybe she brings a pre-recorded tape along for these special occasions.
Yeah, it's like a mixtape of her saying his name over and over and a 30-minute monologue of how she's so great at getting slapped by both teenage boys and grown women.
I can only hope she named the mixtape something sweet like My First Job.
So anyway, after all this, Billy's girlfriend Chris ends up telling him that she wants revenge on Carrie after some stuff that had happened earlier in the film. This culminates in a wide range of events from the revenge plot to Carrie getting asked to the prom, her mother finding out something really big about her, Carrie finally showing some defiance, and the prom scene and everything after. Seriously, this is one of my favorite horror films of all time. It is excellent. It's got a great story, awesome acting, and the story itself still makes sense today and feels good and fresh for today, which is something that's very, very hard to do if you ask me. Sissy Spacek's portrayal of Carrie is, no joke, awesome and just plain perfect. It's something you feel like you can reach out and touch. It's such a real, perfect character and acting job. It's flawless. I can't stress that enough. It's really great. It's mesmerizing. And that's what makes it all that better, is that it's in a horror film, so you wouldn't expect it, but there it is. Seriously, I can't stress enough how much you need to see this film. It is awesome, and I promise, if you like good movies and good acting, you'll enjoy it. It's available on Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS if you have a VCR. And actually right now it's on Netflix, so you can go stream it. It's that easy. If you have Netflix, you have no excuse not to see this film. It's really good, I promise. Check it out. So since this is our first episode, we don't have anything to share right now, but eventually this is going to be the part of each episode where we will be sharing any awesome artwork you guys send in, like say you want to draw a pan, or maybe your little sister or little brother or your kid wants to draw a pan and maybe have it featured on the show, then feel free to do so. Or if you want to write us a letter, or write us a letter and ask us a question, any of those cool things. We want this to be an open thing that kind of makes it something that's more than just, hey, leave us a comment on this video and, you know, we might answer it. No, we want real interaction. We want to make something cool that makes everybody feel like something semi-neat is happening. So here's our address. Feel free to send us anything you want, and if you make it awesome enough and you want us to, then we just may share it on the show. So yeah, get on it. And now onto the 2013 version of the film. If you've seen the trailer, it basically explains every single bit of the movie, but it does so without ruining a lot of what makes it good. If I had to pick the original or the remake, I'd definitely pick the original all day long, but the new version does stand on its own in a lot of ways, and it is a good modern day take on the original, and it makes it fresh and, you know, makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. Doesn't get it perfect, but it is good. I definitely recommend it. I enjoyed it. As a whole, it's pretty good. Chloe Grace Moretz plays a very different Carrie from Sissy Spacek's original, but she was totally right for the part, and I don't think they could have picked anybody else to play it as realistically today and make it actually good. Aside from that, the movie was really fun to watch. The special effects lend themselves really well to the whole, hey, I can move shit with my mind kind of thing. A lot of it looked really good and made sense for the updated version to be made the way it was. The new version is pretty much just the rehashing of the 1976 version, but overall it's a lot of fun, like I said, and it's pretty enjoyable all the way through. The remake is in theaters everywhere now, so get the hell off the couch, grab a few friends, and go check it out. What's the point of it being fall if you're not going to go see a horror flick and pay way too much for popcorn anyway? That's it for tonight's show. Until next time, so long and farewell. Hey, just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. This is the first episode. Got a lot of big plans for this show and this channel, so if you enjoyed it all, please feel free please feel free to subscribe. I'll put a box like right here. Ooh. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and see you next time.
Woo! Amen!